Good afternoon. Let's see, is it live or not yet on YouTube? This should show up now. Yes, it is live. So let me mute here and we're ready to go. Good afternoon. This is Rosaria Cirillo here, and this is our weekly LaugherZoom. Today, for the first time at a new timing, on a Friday at 4 o'clock CET, I have a couple of people registered. This is still something very new. So let's see if they show up or not. It's also the first time I am using Calendly as a registration tool, so continuously trying something new. But if you want to join live directly with me on Zoom, just make sure that you go to wownow.eu/LaugherZoom and come and laugh directly with me rather than just following the YouTube live stream. So who am I? I'm Rosaria. I'm a little Italian ball of energy living in the Netherlands already for 19 years with my Dutch husband and 2 kids, 9 and 10. And after now nearly 20 years in I've been nearly 20 years in customer experience, but I'm continuously learning. And one of the things I've been learning most in the last few years is about happiness and how to bring happiness in business. And there is the first one. Yay! Johanna is joining us. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, my dear. Welcome. Lovely to see you.
Hello. Let me see if I can hear you. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Great that you could make it.
Yes, I know I don't have my Zoom face on, but you know, it is what it is. Too much going on here this morning. Didn't have a chance to get dressed. So
just so you know, we're live on YouTube as well. I'm also first.
Oh, great. So maybe I need to go put on some lipstick.
We can do it in the after yoga way.
Yeah, so we'll put a little lipstick on. That's right. I forgot we were Zooming on. I forgot that we're live on everything. Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? Okay. Oh, well, this is the real me. How's that?
Yeah.
I think I attended one session somewhere, probably at the yoga center. Yes, it was, I felt it was strange. It was like, you know, tell me a joke and I'll laugh about it, but you just laugh. But I understand it, and you're so perfect for it. I must tell you, I am in awe of everything you're doing. I'm completely in awe of everything you're doing. I want to join your master classes, but I think they're at a different time.
Yeah, I did now, especially now the next one, I did it in the morning because I only had people from Europe and India. So instead of having it in the afternoon, I thought, you know what, I don't have anybody from US this time. So let's do it from in the morning. At least the India people don't have to be there at 10 o'clock in the evening. But let's talk. I would say let's do the following. Also, if you have time afterwards, we can go on with the session, and then we can stay on the two of us and chat.
We can do that. I think we can. I have to check my calendar. I actually have to get Zoom ready because I have a client meeting with a bunch of clients. I believe it is 11:30. I have to check.
Let's see, because then so that we can have it
supposed to be. Yeah, my appointment is at 11:30, so I have to get dressed. I was supposed to be away, and so I had no appointments booked today. And then my friend who I was going away with had a very bad reaction to a flu shot, and she called me and she said, like on Wednesday, she said, I'm just I just can't make it. I'm not well, and blah, blah, blah. And so even though I kept looking at the day and saying, it's okay, I'm taking the day off. You know how it happens. It just gets, so it was like, oh, I can see Rosaria. And then a client said, the only time we can meet with you is on Friday. So that was that. And then the whole day got booked. It was hysterical. So, oh, well.
We are here. I just got a message from the other person who was supposed to join us, and it looks like she's not going to make it today. So it's probably going to be just the two of us and YouTube.
So if I had not shown up, would you just sit here and laugh for YouTube?
Yeah, I probably would, because it's been now so long I haven't done it. So because what I did, so let me tell you also a bit what's happened.
I just love this.
Yeah, so because basically what happened was, I wrote Yellow Goldfish with Stan, and there we analyzed 9 factors of happiness, among which also health, play, smile. In the book, we talk a lot about also the power of smile and laughter, and how it makes our body develop endorphins, and as well as dopamine and other, depending on how you laugh. But back then, when I wrote Yellow Goldfish, I also thought you just need to look at the comedy. Oh, here is somebody else also joining us, Annika. So, and Annika has been doing the training with me. So now she's connected to audio. Yeah, welcome Annika, hello.
Yeah, hello.
So Annika trained with me. So I'm just telling a bit, Johanna, the story of how I got into laughter yoga. And basically, I was at the point that where I wrote Yellow Goldfish, I knew about the power of laughter, but I didn't know that it was possible to laugh unconditionally. So also in the book, we share all possible tips about how companies can bring improvisation, comedy, gaming, all sorts of things in the organization to make people laugh, but always stimulated laughter. And that is what it's actually happening at an intellectual level. So that is the part of laughter for which you need to have the proper context. There needs to be a joke. You need to understand the joke, and then you laugh for a few seconds or a few minutes if you're lucky. And then over the last couple of years, I started hearing about laughter yoga, but it never also really catched on with me until the beginning of this year, where I joined the training in Italy. So in Italian and in English, where Dr. Cataria was directly in. And I had those trainers, Laura Lucaccioni and all her team, which really got me into it. And I really then started to understand what is behind laughter yoga. And basically, it's the concept of laughing unconditionally. So without a reason, you can just laugh as a physical exercise because you choose to laugh. And when you do that, and here, like, so Annika, you don't know Johanna, but Johanna is also a chief happiness officer, so she knows a lot about happiness and all the theory behind happiness. And there, I'm sure you know, Johanna, about the fact that our brain does not recognize between something that, so when we, like the experience of laughing as an exercise or laughing for real, because whatever we do is the same when we imagine of something terrible happening. Our brain is not able to distinguish if we think of an accident happening. For our system is if we are having that accident, so we experience the anxiety. And with laughter is the same, but it's in a positive way. And especially at a physical level, the same benefits take place because the way that we breathe, the way that we move our body is the same. So that's why then started in 95 from this intuition of laughing unconditionally from Dr. Madame Kataria. It then started evolving, and it's now over 20 plus years, and it has become a worldwide movement. And then you can also have Laughter Club. And why? It's because it starts with the idea of you choose to laugh. You also do it with other people, and by doing it with other people, you activate the mirror neurons. So even though it might start as an exercise or it's a bit pushed, we say spintaneo in Italian, it then becomes very quickly spontaneous because you just start laughing. So enough about talking, let's start doing. Are you ready to go, Johanna?
Yes.
Yeah. So the way that we really started by waking up our inner child and the playfulness in us, because that's what we do. As a child, that's the first thing we do is actually laugh. So we try to go back there, and we do it in a very simple way, which is we start by clapping our hands. And everything that we do, there are also reasons. That's why it's a discipline, and I find it so fascinating. The first reason, for example, behind clapping our hands is that when we clap our hands, we are actually stimulating pressure points in our hands. So we start also opening up our meridians and really reinforcing our blood circulation and the playfulness in us. And then the next thing that we do, we add a rhythm to it. I can never pronounce that quite well. A rhythm, right? Ritmo. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm completely uncoordinated in that, right? But that's in the laughter we laugh. It's like, yeah, well, who cares? It's like, I'm not on time, but yeah, so it's fine.
You make me laugh. just seeing you again, I haven't seen you in so long. You just bring the biggest smile to my face every time I see you. You're contagious, Rosaria.
And then the next one is we do ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho,
Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha.
ho,
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 ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha.
And then the last bit of this one is we go molto bene, yeah.
Yay!
All in English, very well, yeah.
Yay.
And in this way, again, we are activating our inner child, but there is also so much science behind it, because with this movement, we are also creating an anchor from an LLP point of view, because once you start saying molto bene, yeah, or very well, yeah, the next time that you say just very well or molto bene in your day, automatically you remember this moment and you re-experience all.
I like molto bene. I like molto bene better than very. So there we go. We're among
That's why
friends
I'm
here.
doing molto bene, yeah, also now when I do it in English, because yeah, it brings also a bit of the Italian to it. And by the way, for you, so Anneke is a Swedish person living in Italy, and Johanna is an Italian person living in US.
Wow.
Or at least Italian roots, I guess.
Italian roots. Yeah. Yeah. I was born here.
And then another thing that I do normally before starting also the real laughter, so what we do, because we use a lot of diaphragm in laughter yoga, we warm up the diaphragm. And how do we do that? We do that with the dog breathing. So we are going to breathe like the dog do. So we breathe in, and when we breathe out, you breathe out moving as much as you can your diaphragm, and like the dog do, like this.
Oh my gracious. And we're doing this on camera and online. I love it. I love it.
You did not expect that I was going to
Bene, molto bene, yay!
Molto bene, yay.
That is basically how we start then generating the laughter also in a group. And then we start doing all sorts of exercises to keep triggering the laughter. So, and you can have all sorts of sessions. So Johanna, you were mentioning that you joined a live one some time ago in US. It's really like, I've now joined multiple one online and physically a bit less, given I joined in the pandemic time. But like every session can be completely different. It really depends a lot on the facilitator. So you can have all sorts of different sessions and exercises. So I start with some simple exercises, which are really like to just, because the fundamental behind it is that you breathe in, and when you breathe out, you laugh. So the first type of laughter you can do, it's really to breathe in, and then very shyly start to laugh, maybe with the hands in front of your mouth. Ready?
What's that part? What's that part?
And then you laugh.
Only you, Rosaria. Oh, I would only do this for you.
And another one for you, so it's morning. One thing that I do in the morning also to get on the laughter, it's the wake up laughter. So I combine it with some stretching. So, and we charge up the laughter by repeating 3 times, and then we laugh. So the stretching up laughter is like this.
Oh my.
Molto bene.
Very good, yay!
Hey, molto bene. Yay.
And then another one, if you're feeling really like, whoa, what is this? You know, so then what you can do, it's one that I love to get, sciolta, is you imagine that you're receiving a phone call. So you grab your phone and you see somebody's calling, and it's somebody you haven't spoken for in a long time. So you go, hey, you're really happy. So you then answer, you go like, hey, and then you listen, and they're telling you the most amazing, funniest story ever. And you go like, hey, and then you just laugh. So ready, steady, Go. Bring. How are you doing, Johanna?
I'm looking at pictures of my grandchildren. They make me laugh. Especially the little one.
What would be a laughter that one of your grandchildren would do?
Oh, they just laugh. Especially the little one just laughs. She just laughs.
Right?
I never calculate, you know, I can't duplicate it. She's such a happy child. She's just a really, really happy child. So everything, you know, they laugh a lot, which is so much fun to see.
And then it gets contagious. But
it does get, of course, yes.
But as adults, we have kind of forgotten how to do it, you know, and there is this resistance in us, making us think, really, am I supposed to laugh now?
You're right. Yeah.
So for those moments, what I also love to do, I love to invent laughter. So like I really try to create them as situational as possible. So for when I feel weird, I invented the inner critic laughter. So the inner critic is whenever this voice of the inner critic going, really? Are you really asking me to do this? No, I cannot do this. I feel really silly. Then the way that I do the inner critic laughter, I see the inner critic voice showing up. I acknowledge her. So I go like, I listen to her. I see whatever message she has. I thank her. And then I send her away laughing. Okay? Ready? So we go like,
Molto bene.
Molto bene. Molto bene.
Yay. And you can apply those laughter to anything in the daily life. So in India, where this laughter yoga started, they started creating the 1 meter laughter, because all the sartre, all the tailors wanted to bring it into their daily activities, and all they were doing all day long was measuring the meter. So the 1 meter laughter goes like this. You imagine a meter in your hands, and then you repeat 3 times until you measure the meter, and then you laugh. Ready? Go.
While they work, do they actually do this while they're measuring?
Yeah, so like they measure the meter, but you can laugh, and you can laugh while you measure, right?
Yeah,
so you go the other side.
While you work. Yeah. Hey, molto bene, hey.
Molto bene, yeah.
Oh, fun.
How's it for you, Johanna, your first experience?
I know. My first experience of my second experience of laughter yoga, but my first experience doing it online.
How is it? Is it coming challenging for you to laugh? Or
today it's not. No, I was on the phone for a half hour before I came here with this wonderful woman I met in a networking meeting, and we have a lot in common, and we instantly connected, and she called just before I got on the call, so we were talking. So I was also already kind of smiling and loose, and I don't know how it would work in the, you know, if I'd been writing or doing something else, but I was already in that mode of feeling quite good.
Yeah, and then you see it goes very quick. I mean, we have already done those 50 minutes of laughter, and it's like, and that's all you need for your body to start producing dopamine and serotonin and for your oxygenation to increase. Because basically what happens is we use much more the diaphragm, especially if you laugh with your belly. That pushes up the lungs, and then you put out more carbon dioxide and you take in more oxygen. And ultimately that has an impact also on your health. So that's, yeah, I found it incredibly fascinating. So when I was mentioning to you at the beginning, I then did the leader training. So after the initial course with Dr. Kataria, then I became leader myself and then teacher. So now I can train leaders.
And how are you recording this so I can go back and look at all of your, you do, oh good.
All on YouTube. So to answer your initial question, would you then laugh by yourself? So what I've been doing, because Kataria gives the challenge to all the leaders and the teacher to laugh by themselves for 40 days after the training.
40 days of laughing by yourself after the training?
Every single day. So to create that habit. So, and because indeed for me at the beginning was really a challenge, I started just recording myself because seeing myself would activate my own mirror neurons.
Of course.
And then I thought, you know what, I'm recording myself. Let's do it also on YouTube. Somebody else may benefit from it or not. So, and I started also checking StreamYard, you know, kind of using that time also from a work point of view to understand better technology. So you'll find now my 40 days leader challenge, which is 10 minutes a day on YouTube, and the 40 days teacher challenge, which is 20 minutes, because then you have to laugh for 20 minutes every day. So I did that on YouTube. And then once that challenge was over, I decided to start this weekly LaugherZoom, inviting people to just join, to join me, and live streaming is still to YouTube. So it might spread. And,
well, if I go on your YouTube channel, I can find you laughing anytime I want.
Yeah, yeah, basically, yes, whenever you want to laugh.
So amazing.
And
so amazing.
And at beginning, like for the first 5, actually nobody showed up because I'm also still shy, I have to say, in posting it, and it's still not really reaching people yet. But then I just decided, you know what, I'm still gonna laugh because otherwise I don't do it. So it's for me to still do it as a practice because laughter is good, to keep practicing the explanations and the exercises, and then kind of having that trust that if you build it, at some point, the people that need it will come. It will reach them. So I'm kind of having this, which is also the beautiful part of the spirituality of laughter yoga. So the inner spirit, there is also like a big spiritual part in it, which is really also just trust, contribute to the universe, and let things flow. So that's, yeah, that's how this all came to be. And I love that also Dr. Kataria invites the leaders to have laughter club for free. So that's also part of that. And then if instead you do courses and trainings, those you get paid for, but you need to bring it into the world to some extent for free.
Mm-hmm. And where is the laughter club? Where do I find laughter club?
So everywhere. Basically, the idea behind this one is to start an online Zoom laughter club.
Right.
But locally, you have them everywhere. So if you go on the laughter, I can send you the link. But if you go to the Laughter Yoga University, there you find the links to all local places, because there is at local level, like nearly every city as one. And I know also in US, it's quite spread already.
Okay.
Because that's how it started. You know, it started as a physical laughter club, but now because of the COVID over the last year and a half, it very much became Zoom laughter club. Because, and that's also how I got into the Italian one, because this Italian teacher stopped doing it face to face and started doing it on Zoom. And then you can just join from wherever you are. So it creates, in a way, more connections as well. So that's nice.
But you did this when you were on vacation in Italy, though, didn't you?
So what I did the leader one. So the first one with Dr. Kataria, I did it online.
Oh, you did it online?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you did it in person. Okay.
And then I did it also in person. So in April, I did the one online with Dr. Kataria and the Italian teacher. In May, I did the leader training online. And in August, I did the teacher training partially online and partially face-to-face when I went to Italy. So it was
Wow.
really a combination of elements. Yeah.
You are quite committed to it.
Yeah. And I really felt that it's a practice of happiness. You know, we speak a lot about the knowledge and the theory of happiness. And this one I found such a compelling practice that in one simple practice, completely costless, combines health, play, smile, simplicity, all of the factors of happiness.
Right.
If we can overcome our own limitation, our own inner critic, which says, seriously? Yeah. So that's a challenge.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So thank you for being here. And then normally,
well, thank you for doing what you do. How do we find you on YouTube? Do we just pop your name into YouTube, or do you have a special YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's I suppose with my name, and otherwise it's YouTube/WowNow.eu. That's my name on YouTube.
Wow Now, and what was that after Wow Now?
EU for Europe. EU.
Okay.
It's a bit
wonderful. Are you coming over in March for the happiness
let me do one thing, Johanna. Let me stop YouTube and then we can keep chatting. Let me see, how do I do that? Stop live stream. So by the way, I'm just gonna say thank you to the live stream and keep following it and do register if you want.
It says live on YouTube. It says we're still live on YouTube.
Yes, I'm just gonna close it also for there. So I want to say to the people on YouTube that if they want to join also live, they can go to wownow.eu/LaugherZoom and register. And I'll put also the links in the notes.